All right. Thank you for that. All right. So let's start again, just in case there wasn't any sound from the beginning, which there may not have been. Um, let's see. Again, if we start over, this is a presentation of consciousness ascending. Thankful for you, each of you who are here participating, whether you are physically here at the moment or in spirit. Know that we are here and you are supporting us. Uh, my name is Benny Ferguson, a channel of the non-physical collective known as Abraham, and we are excited to be of support. This is episode 49 of Accelerating Your Journey, the lives that we offer here on this platform. And today we'll be discussing the pleasure can be all yours, correct your origin locale. If you're new and you find value in these interactions, be sure to subscribe so that you're alerted when there is new content uploaded. Also, check the description for ways that you can connect with us more deeply. We offer private sessions. We also offer a private community that is somewhat of an incubator to accelerate whose single goal, which is our single goal, and our greatest offering at that, which is to accelerate the process of growth and expansion. For those of you who know you are on this journey of enlightenment, that's what the Ascension Accelerator is for. You will find everything that you need, including the highest level of support, there to speed up the process of discovering who you are in source and releasing the fear that causes you to hesitate on expressing that which you are inspired to be, do, and have. So let's get started. The pleasure can be all yours. Correct your origin locale. All right, conscious creators. It's critical, again, that you understand that the source of your experience is within. Many of you are still reacting to experience, reacting to that which happens outside of you, reacting to the objects, even the people. They are objects, they are collaborative components that are appearing in front of you in support of you to create the experience. Many of you are still reacting to the objects appearing outside of you, thinking that they are the source of your emotional well being. You are thinking that the objects appearing outside of you are the source of the love that you experience, the joy that you experience, the excitement that you experience. You think they are the source of the frustration, the anger, the hate that you experience, and they are not. None of the objects outside of you are placing feeling inside of you. The experience, the happening outside of you is merely igniting something that is already in you. You have to understand that. And this is critical because in the initial, our first suggestion is that you play and practice with being more and more consistent at expressing a higher frequency. Before you have a desired intention, before you have anything you want to manifest, play with being consistent, more and more consistent in your vibrational expression. This because your vibrational expression, your frequency expression, colors and coats your experience, whether you have a desired manifestation or not. How you feel colors and coats your interaction with the strangers at the store, with the cashier at the store, with the people at the auto mechanic shop, with what you see and how you interact with those around you at the intersection. How you feel dictates all of that. It's the ground, it's the foundation, it's the floor, it's the color in which the experience exists, it's the tone in which the experience exists. And you can actively be the initiator of the frequency and tone that you desire to experience. So when you move forward from playing with that and you begin to see ideas like security and insecurity, right? Confidence and the absence of confidence, value in the absence of value. All of these things and everything in between, and the associated feelings that you have connected with experience. The experiences are not placing those within you. The experience, the reflection in the mirror is merely triggering, activating, sparking that which is already within you. So when you discover this and truly understand this, this is incredibly empowering, because now it means that if you are the source of how you feel in any given present moment, it means that you can dictate with a high level of consistency the feeling state that you are in. Love would be a suggestion. Identify the feeling of love and be that your experience might reflect. Identify the idea of certainty, just being certain, and embody that, be that, so that your experience reflects that. Identify the feeling of comfort, of joy, of connection, of unity, and be that, embody it so that your experience reflects that. It it would be immensely valuable for you just to take every area of your life and flow through those areas through the recent memories of undesired experiences. Quickly identify that which is desired and the associated feeling. Make a list, forget the experience, take that list of desired feeling states with you, and just be that. Be the entire mix of that list, just like a rainbow. A rainbow's power is not diminished by the individual colors. A rainbow's power is amplified by the purity and perfection of each individual color brought together as one. The same as with your the feeling states of each of these intentions. When you bring them together and you make one big, glorious, beautiful, tasty soup of all of those feeling states, no one feeling state is diminished. They are all amplified because you bring them all together. And imagine the state of being that you are offering as you walk through and own your plane of existence as a result of being that. And then imagine how that looks reflected in the mirror of experience. Fantastic. All of this the result of identifying the correct origin locale. There is only one origin locale, and that is within you. And you can choose. You do not have to be subject to the reflection in the mirror. You are not subject to an experience and how it makes you feel. You can choose how you feel. And it's important that you choose how you feel because, again, it colors and coats your experience. It is what places you and allows you to see from a higher perspective or a lower perspective. It doesn't do you any good to see a circumstance within the same energy that that low vibrational circumstance was created. It does you incredibly, it is incredibly, it offers you an incredibly higher potential of and speed at realizing solutions and answers when you're able to look at a circumstance, an undesired circumstance, from a higher frequency. And that's what being the commander of your feeling states does for you. Look around in your experience and notice those who are having challenges at the moment. Notice that they go through stages. They go through the stage of looking directly at the challenge and being frustrated, angry, upset that it's even there. And in that state, there's only the cycling and boiling of emotion that is directly linked to the experience. There are no answers, there are no solutions. There's only the feeling of the experience. There's blame, there's the casting of responsibility. And then over a period of time, after a period of time, one moves out of that state into a place of neutrality, of accepting that the experience is there, accepting that this is the experience. And the frustration, the anger, all of those things, they begin to diminish. And then after that acceptance, the next step, the next phase is that once those low vibrational energies begin to dissipate because of acceptance, more relaxed, peaceful energies begin to set in because one has accepted the circumstance, accepted the experience. And there is where the potential thought and suggestion of solutions, answers, ways to begin to transform the experience into that which is desired or to resolve the experience. It only happens when you get out of the energy of the problem or the challenge and get into a higher frequency and change your perspective and change your interpretation. And now that you know that, how fast can you do it? Well, you do it quickly. You no longer are stuck in the energy of a challenge when you have correctly identified the origin locale of how you feel. The challenge is not causing you to feel any kind of way. The challenge is activating something that's already there. The idea that connects you to that challenge is what is being activated. But you can choose how you feel. And you can choose to quickly shift your feeling from the challenge to having resolved the challenge. Well, that feels excellent. That feels free. And then from that feeling place, you turn and look at the challenge and then begin to identify the highest frequency path from the challenge to the experience of which it has been resolved. Origin locale. The love that most of you seek is already within you. That which is outside of you is not placing the love within you, it's merely triggering what's already there. The excitement that you feel as a result of that movie, as the result of that family gathering or that gathering of friends was not put inside of you. The reason for it is not the experience, it was already there. The experience merely triggered that which was already inside of you. The magnificent confidence that you feel as a result of engaging or completing something in which you had no hesitation to, of which you knew all the answers, of which you were completely prepared for. That level of confidence wasn't placed inside of you by the experience. It was already there. It was already a potential. And you can activate that feeling of confidence, that feeling of inner power, inner strength, whether you have the answers or not, whether you know where you are or not, whether you're in a new room or in a new city or not. You can activate that confidence and let that feeling state color and coat your experience, whether you're new to the circumstance or not. We hope you understand what we're saying. We hope you can see the power in being able to identify the origin of your emotional states, your feeling states. We hope you see the power in being able to choose. We hope you see the power in knowing that you have access to the highest states that you can imagine at any moment because they're already there. They are and have never been placed inside of you. They've merely been activated. And when you're watching a movie and it takes you through the range of emotions while you're sitting on your own couch or sitting in your favorite chair, none of those emotions are being placed inside of you by the movie. The movie and all of its different scenes and happenings and experiences and highs and lows, wins and losses, all of those feelings are merely being activated, but they're already within you. So the question is, what feeling states place you in a successful experience of relationship as a parent, as a partner, in your marriage? What feeling states create a successful experience in your job, in your career, in your business, in the establishment of highly expert teams in your business? What feeling state places you in the most successful, aligns you with the most successful experience? When you're at the store, when you're amongst strangers, what feeling states align you with the most successful, align you with the highest, align you with the most beautiful, align you with the most powerful, align you with the most abundant, align you with the most healed and well? They're already within you. They're already within you. The pleasure can be all yours because the feeling state is already within you. The origin locale of that which you have been seeking is within you, which is why we say you have no idea your potential. You have no idea. But you can have an idea once you really accept that you are source. Source is you. The truth of source that is constantly being expressed in nature is your truth as well, whether you are experiencing it directly in your life or not. You can be. Once you remember, once you release all that is separating you from that expression and experience, you can be. But we acknowledge that there's growth that may need to occur. We acknowledge that each of you are on in specific places on your own path of growth and expansion. But we also will say that it doesn't have to take a lifetime to realize it. It doesn't have to take a lifetime to firmly establish yourself in the truth of you and source, absent of fear, fully expressing the truth of source through you in your life. It doesn't have to take a lifetime. And if you align yourself with the correct support, a high level of support, if you align yourself with a powerful community, you can really speed up the process. A lifetime versus 1 year, 2 years, 3 years of consistent support, consistent play and practice. But it matters where you are and what direction you are inspired in at the moment and what is the priority for you at the moment. So we will take a few moments for those of you who have comments or questions, throw them in the chat. And again, we'll take a few moments to entertain those before we close out for today. All right. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So we are thankful for each of you again who have participated. We're thankful for those of you who have found this recording and allowed us to be of support. We are excited for each of you. We are here for you. And again, our goal is not just to be of support, but to accelerate the process. We want to see you as the brightest light you can imagine now in the present moment for the excellence of your experience and as a support to all that you come in contact with. That's what we want to see. And that's how we see you at this moment. There may be a gap between you and that vision inside of you, but that's the path. That's the growth and expansion. And that gap is absolutely perfect and beautiful. Now, can you speed up the process of moving through that? Yes, you can if you're doing the right things in the right way, but that's the caveat. We love you very much. At the moment, we will be back tomorrow and we will talk to you soon.